What's up, YouTube? Melton Metal Anthony here today. So today I got cut out a little bit early. The guy who usually assists me, his vehicle broke down. So I figured it's a perfect time for me to make a YouTube video and try to stay constructive with my time here. So the first piece of advice I would give you if you're in the welding industry, you're just starting out, or maybe you just need a little advice getting more work, is don't be afraid to ask for work. Every single good customer I have, I've literally walked up to them and said, hey, I'm a mobile welder. Do you have any work for me? Just look them in the eye, shake their hand, be honest with them about your skill set. Don't oversell yourself, and be confident with the skills you do have. I know even I'm plagued by nervousness sometimes. Sometimes right in the middle of a good weld, I'm like, wow, this is going so good. How can I mess it up? So that's the first thing I think every mobile welder or welder in general, even shop welder, should consider. So once you have your customer set, you got a couple good customers, they're decent people, but maybe you run into one who's kind of wasting your time, kind of playing games with you, constantly asking for a discount or over asking for work, or I call them can't you just customers. They'll come in the middle of the project and be like, oh, well, this over here needs to be fixed. Can you fix that for me real quick? And then when you try to add it to the invoice, then they're like, well, you said it was $800. Why is it $900 now? And you're like, well, I did this thing that you asked in the middle of the job. And it turns into a whole thing. So that actually segues me to my next thing. Know your value. So don't be afraid to ask for work. Know your value, and only keep customers who are waiting to pay you. The only customers I have now stand there literally with the money in their hand. They'll call me and bother me about getting paid. And I'm like, listen, I just don't have time to pick the check up. Or, hey, you got a credit card? It'd be much easier for me. Whatever it is. I got a couple of customers, big customers, that are on 90-day pay periods, 60-day pay periods. Most of my customers are pay as soon as I'm done, whether that be credit card, check, or even sometimes I get lucky and I get a little cash. But so just like I said, know your value, and don't be afraid to get rid of a bad customer, and stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to tell a customer that is the price. This is not an easy industry. This is expensive, very expensive. These people don't understand it. You know, a lot of people think this is magic. You know, I mean, I know people who think that there's actually heat that comes out of the welder, and it's not electrical current that makes the weld. So sometimes it's not that they're bad people. Sometimes they're just ignorant to what you do and how you do it. So tip number 4, anticipate your customer's needs. When you show up at a job, if you see, let's say you're doing a bucket job, but you look closely at the excavator, you notice there's a hairline crack somewhere. You need to point that out to your customer and then schedule them for a different time to take care of that, because good customers take good care of their equipment. Bad customers usually don't, and they usually don't care. They're going to try to get you to do the cheap repair. They'll ask you something like, what's the least expensive way to take care of this, you know, and still going to work for a little while. Maybe they'll try to give you a timeline, and let's face it, there's no way to really know in this industry how long a repair is going to last. If it broke in the first place, especially crack work, it's probably going to break again. So don't be afraid to ask for work, right? Know your value. Only take customers who are waiting to pay you. I mean, you're not going to find that out until after you build a relationship with these people, of course. And let me see here, because I'm horrible. Call your customers up, you know, call them regularly, talk to them, you know, just sometimes even call them just to people like that. Excuse my language there. I guess I'll beep that out. And as for number 5, my number 5 tip, one of the more important ones, I mean, these are all important tips. Stay diverse. Do not pigeonhole yourself. If you see an opportunity to pick up, let's say, a spool gun on the cheap, and maybe you don't even know how to spool gun weld, who cares? Figure it out. There's plenty of people out there on YouTube right now who will tell you how to spool gun weld for free. So that's just an example of spool gun weld. Here's an example, a personal example for me. I'm looking to get into line boring, which it's a big investment. It's going to be about 20 grand, but I got to spend the money somewhere, first of all. And second of all, it seems like a pretty decent money maker in my area. Of course, you also need to see what other people are doing in your area, and, you know, and try to match them or outcompete them, or however you're going to do it. But make sure you don't underprice yourself also, you know. So those are my 5 tips I'm going to give you today. I have dozens more things I want to tell you guys to help you in your business. But those are the 5 things I'm going to let you know about today that I've learned over a 4-year, 3 or 4 year career as a independent mobile welder. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope this helped you out. I really do. I hope you can become successful and grow your business the same way I was able to. Really stay personable, be kind, treat people the way you want to be treated, and don't let them rip you off because they will try. If you like what you've seen here today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My name's Melton Metal Anthony. Keep on welding. Have a great day, guys. All right.